That's a sweep and a 9-game winning streak for the Northsiders. Welcome back to Clark and Addison, born into the Ivy. He's Eli, he's Matt, and I'm David. And we are the Butler Boys. Jesus Christ me. And we are your hosts. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. We are here to talk about how the Cubs are doing. The Philadelphia Phillies, for the second time in the last 11 days, the Cubs are completed a series with the Phillies. And they've taken 6 out of 7. Second sweep in a row. How do we feel about that?
Feels really good. That's number 9.
Right?
I feel like the Brewers at the end of the season, when they got the 12, or was it 15? Did they get up to 15 wins in a row? I'm starting to feel like that.
I think they had somewhere around there.
I'm starting to feel like
that.
Didn't
they come close to 20 at some point last year?
Yeah, maybe.
It was stupid. Like, they had 2 incredibly long, stupid streaks. God, I hate the Brewers.
They're in last.
They are in last.
Well, we talked about that. David, you and I at least talked about that last year, where I didn't think their playoff run last year would hold up.
And I mean,
or towards the end of the season, but it did, right? But I think, they're not the team. They're not that team.
They never really have been in the playoffs.
Right. But I'm saying even in the regular season, I didn't believe, and I still don't believe that I think, there's a lot of luck in baseball sometimes.
That's how I feel about the Cardinals right now, too. There's no way that they should have as many wins as they have.
They started out okay last year, too. We'll see where they're at the 75-game mark. Like, I'm not taking them seriously until then. But every other team in the Central, including the Brewers, I will. I think the Reds are for real. I think the Reds are
for real as well.
That the Reds would be the second best team, and I truly think that they are in the Central.
I agree with that.
But I don't. Pirates last, I think.
I don't see the Reds as a threat.
I had the Pirates third, and that made me nervous because that put the Brewers at fourth, and that's just hard to do when you want to take them seriously.
Offensively, I don't think the Cubs have even hit their stride yet. So
I think they're just starting to. You know what I mean?
They're coming up to it.
So Sale's on fire now, obviously.
He's
hit 3 home runs in a row. A home run on 3 days in a row.
Right.
Bush has now got 2 in 2 days.
Now he's over 200 batting.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see.
Going into the Philly series, PCA, Bush, and Sale had 1 home run total. And that was PCA. They've now got 6.
Yeah.
And PCA didn't hit any of them.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're not even seeing him.
Correct. But you could see he's starting to get it.
Right.
Right. With the base hits, stuff like that, the contacts.
Right. He doesn't
the
have
contacts been better.
Pure power the way the other two do, I don't think.
Right.
But he's got natural power. It's just different. You know what I mean? Like those two are bona fide sluggers, Bush and Sale. I don't know that there's another bona fide slugger on the team per se, but there's a lot of really good hitters on the team, who all can be streaky at times. But I think the 2 streakiest is Bush and Sale. I take that back. Sale and Happ are the streakiest, but like by far. Bush he wasn't nearly
starting
streaky
to become less streaky.
Year. Bush?
I feel like he's starting to become less streaky.
Yeah. He struggled some to start the season. They said that he was trying to have a different approach, a lot like Pete was, with trying to be a little more selective with what he was swinging at. And I think he got in his head a little too much. I haven't been worried about Pete much because I think Pete's at bats. I just talked to you about this, Eli. I think Pete's at bats have still been really good overall. He strikes out a little more than what you want, but he's always going to, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if it's Pete lefty on a sweeping curve, he's just gonna get out on that
until
strike three pitch.
until he matures some,
Mhm.
because I don't think that's always going to work on him. But I think I'm going to say this the same way I just said it. I don't think it's always going to work on him, but to an extent, it is. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to fall for it every freaking time in a couple of years.
Mhm.
Michael Busch, the major difference between Busch, because he kind of escalated that in his second year where Pete didn't. But Busch is like 4 or 5 years older than Pete.
Right.
You know what I mean? With about the same level of major league experience. What were you going to say, Matt? It looked like you wanted to say something.
I don't remember now.
So Matt jumped on my next point, which was the offense is on fire, but they still haven't gotten to the level to what we know they're going to. All this happened, and Nico didn't have a hit today, who's been the catalyst for the offense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't even have a great game last night.
No, he didn't.
1 for 4 last night, I believe.
Yeah.
They outscored the Phillies in this series 27-14, and it felt like more than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think the bullpen has been pretty good to maybe even incredible, considering who's in the bullpen and who they're missing.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, today was so stressful.
It was stressful. Now, it looks like Thielbar's probably, obviously the game just happened. We haven't heard much. I haven't looked to see if they came out with anything right away. Mm-hmm. They're not great at immediately getting information out after an injury. But my guess is Thielbar's going to the IL.
So yeah, I think he probably just told it.
5 guys, if you include Ethan Roberts, who was the first guy called up to start the season. Maton, Palencia, Harvey, Roberts, and Thielbar are all on the going to be on the IL.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, and Palencia is a week into it now, right? And he was initially, almost a week. Probably not quite yet.
It's probably about a week, yeah.
So he's got another week.
Let me look while you guys... I don't even know who the hell they're going to call up.
Luke Little.
He's up.
No, they just sent him back down today, I thought.
Oh, did they? Then he can come back up. Hold on, I'm looking. He can come back up because of an injury if that's the case. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. When they activated Matthew Boyd yesterday, they sent Luke back down. So, yeah, it probably is going to be Luke. Unless Jordan Wicks is ready, because he's been on a rehab assignment for the last 4 days. I would guess that he's probably going to need more time, though, because he didn't hardly have any time in spring.
Little. I'd rather have Little than
I
Wicks.
would, too. Little's stuff is just filthy. He just is all over the freaking place sometimes.
Oh, my gosh. When they put Jacob Webb in, I about had a stroke. I knew it was going to happen. Like, I knew once he got on the bump, they're going to drive in 1 or 2 runs.
I think that was more about Milner than Webb, though.
Right, but still, I don't think he was the right guy for the right time.
Milner was... he's going to get hit around sometimes. Mm-hmm. His stuff isn't as filthy. His biggest thing is that arm angle for him. You know what I mean?
Right, against the lefties.
Yeah, well, even against the righties. That arm angle is just so unique, especially as a lefty. Mm-hmm. And he's been really, really good. He's going to have hiccups from every now and then, and it's unfair to expect him not to be. His ERA was sub-2 before that.
Yeah, it was 181 or something like that.
So, and it's now like 2.16. So,
yeah, because he pitched last night, right?
So here's the other thing: he's pitched 3 of the last 4 days.
Yeah.
After today, and you combine that with his. He's just going to get hit sometimes. You know what I mean?
He probably threw 80 pitches altogether with that.
I would say it's a bit of overuse. Now, he's a guy who seems to have a bit of a rubber arm, but even 3 out of 4 days, that's a lot, man. So I'm sure he's not available at all tomorrow. You know what I mean?
That would be smart.
Yeah. especially if we want to have him available for the last 2 games in the series.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Ben Brown? How he did?
I love Ben Brown.
I didn't see Ben Brown pitch.
He has now had 4 straight outings of 0 earned runs, I think. Maybe it's 5.
Yeah, I think when that guy hones his shit in, crapping, Ben Brown's going to be
Just talked about this.
nasty. He's going to be nasty.
He already is nasty.
You said hell, so I don't want to hear about it.
The stuff is nasty. Good point. The stuff is nasty. But your dad and I were talking, Matt and I were talking last night via text, back and forth, watching the game. And just as I said something about how good he's been, he threw that was like insanely high, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah.
Pitch?
Yep.
High and in, I think. And too many non-competitive pitches still. But that has shrunk quite a bit from what it was. And so Kerry Wood used to do that a lot. But
yeah, right.
But Kerry, it was more, I said Kerry, not Siri. Siri turned on. Kerry was effectively wild. I don't think that's the case with Ben Brown.
Right. Yeah, because with Ben, sometimes when it opens up, that can be, in the past at least, it follows. And honestly, most of it is, for a guy like him, is confidence. Confidence plays a huge role in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So for a young guy that comes in and does that 2 or 3 times, okay, now it's in his head. Sometimes even once. It's in his head. So now he's got to shake it. How do you shake it? Well, until you mature and you realize sometimes those things just happen, it's a lot bigger hurdle for a younger guy than it would be for a vet.
Yes. And you can see the maturity start to happen a little more.
Right.
Because last year, and even in those first couple of outings this year, he was so nervous when there was runners on and then he gets any kind of traffic that he tries to be so perfect all the time. And that's when he's going to make mistakes. And he's overthinking it. And you could see the last couple of outings. It's been 4 outings now. I checked to make sure it was 4. 4 straight outings, 0 earned runs. And anytime he's got some traffic, he doesn't panic. And that's the key for him. Because he's you're going to get some hits. That's okay. You're going to occasionally walk a guy, especially when you throw as freaking hard as he does. You just can't panic and throw a freaking meatball right down the middle.
Well, what I was going to say, and even throwing a meatball down the middle, I guarantee you he wasn't aiming for the middle. They're trying to pinpoint their pitches.
Yeah.
And they overcorrect, right?
Absolutely.
And then that's what you end up with.
Yes.
I tell people all the time, or kids all the time. I used to tell Eli this all the time. Don't overthink it. Throw to the glove. Right.
Just play catch. Sometimes just go back to just play catch.
Right.
At 97 miles an hour.
Yep.
That
none of us here ever
is a game changer because that ball moves.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love the action on that sinker.
Natural movement's your best friend.
Last guy I want to ask about, Corbin Martin. Has anybody? What do we think about Corbin Martin?
His outing was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a small sample, but I like him.
The bullpen
I've
played
been impressed. The more he's pitched, the more.
Yeah, the bullpen yesterday was lights out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he could be a really big piece, and I lied. I've got one more. Riley Martin, what he did when he came in, you could tell that was the highest pressure situation he's been in the majors since he's come up.
Today?
Yes.
Because I missed it. Okay.
He threw 2 because he came in for Thielbar after Thielbar went out.
Okay.
And he was able to warm up, but he probably tried to hurry because he's a young guy. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm sure. You know what I mean?
He's the dude with the glasses, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He
Because he pitched
walked
really
two
well
guys.
last night.
Yep. He ended up walking two guys, and then he settled down, didn't he, Eli?
Yeah.
And he did a fantastic
Did
job.
he walk two guys? I think one ended up going to Thielbar. It ended up being Thielbar's because it started. The count started 2-2.
I was pretty sure that he walked both of them because he walked Turner, and then he walked Schwarber.
Let's see. No, he only walked one. Well, because Turner or Schwarber, whichever one, the walk ended up going to Thielbar because the count when Martin came in,
he took it over.
It was 2-2.
He came in
took
with
it
two
over.
balls. It was
He
2-1.
adopted it.
Yeah. Good point. So he still walked.
So
him.
yes,
He just
technically
didn't
he
get
still
it.
walked
Yes.
two people. Yeah.
But he settled down pretty good. And really showed what the kid's made of. I think that they might have something with Corbin Martin, and I really believe that they have something with Riley Martin for the bullpen for the rest of the year type thing is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean?
Apparently, Riley Martin was like Division II.
College?
He played Division II in college, which I thought was really cool.
The kid's got some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Dodgers. Cubs go to L.A. starting
The Dodgers.
tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
It's a 6-game road trip. They'll be in L.A. for 3, and then they go to San Diego for 3 before I think they come home after that. Double checking.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, against Arizona.
Yep. And then they got 7 at home, and we'll play Cincinnati for the first time during that.
This is going to be a hard upcoming schedule for us.
Yes.
I think if they split, it's a win.
There's
Go
3
50-50?
games.
Yep.
Well, I think he means for a whole road on the road thing.
Right. I think if they take 3 or 6, it's a win. Anything after that is just icing.
Great.
I'd be happy with 3-3.
Yep.
As well.
So
I'd be happy with 2-4.
I would not be happy with 2 and 4 the way they're playing.
Me neither.
I'd be okay with it, not happy.
No, I want 3 and 3.
Yeah.
At minimum.
I really want 4 and 2 to be honest. I really want them to win tomorrow and get to double digit on a win streak. That's what I really am hoping for.
That would be cool.
So this is the longest winning streak that the Cubs have had since 2016, when they won 11 in a row.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. It seems like a lot of things that kind of come back to the 10 years from 16. I think that's kind of cool. But it's also nostalgia, and so you kind of catch on it. You want to hold on to stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Series. We're winning the World Series.
Calm down.
But I also feel like you're leaving. You're going to the West Coast, right? So you have the time change.
Go Cubs, go!
But
oh God,
no,
yeah, it
Cubs
was on
go.
Friday. Friday, that game's at 10:15.
right,
All right. It's on Apple TV too.
Which that helps immensely. But I still feel like you're traveling out to the West Coast. I don't know, with the time change and all that stuff, and you're adapting. That's a tough game. Who's starting?
Jameson Taillon versus Emmett Sheehan for Friday on national television.
It's going to be literally midnight for the Cubs. 12:15.
Yeah,
They have 2 back-to-back nationally televised games this weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday they're on Fox. Are they on ESPN tomorrow?
Tomorrow they're on Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
Why would you have a game at 10:15 in California?
Because it's only 7:15 there.
Oh,
That's why-
sorry. I thought they were putting 10:15 like California's time. Whoops.
No. That's why I feel. That's why I feel like they dropped game 1.
I don't.
Well, I hope not. Yeah, I want to be wrong with this.
I get you. So,
well, the guy that we're going up against is Shaheen.
Sheehan. I think it's Sheehan.
Sheehan. Yeah, that makes sense.
He's gotten hit pretty good.
Yeah, 5.85 ERA. He got helped by their offense because Dodgers' offense is just stupid. Unreal.
So I think these first two games are the most winnable. And I'm saying that, and so does the pitcher on Sunday. So let me give you the probables. Friday, it's Jameson Taillon versus Emmett Sheehan. Saturday, it's Colin Ray versus Roki Sasaki. And on Sunday is left-handed pitcher Shota Imanaga versus left-handed pitcher Justin Robleski. Ever heard of that guy?
No, but it seems like he doesn't really strike him out.
I have, but the kid has got some nasty stuff. He's got a 1.88 ERA right now.
Side note, real quick, I love Colin Ray.
I do too.
So do I.
Completely.
I love Colin Ray last year.
The most underrated player on the team.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And that I was about to say most unappreciated, but I don't think that's accurate actually. I think he is appreciated by true fans. Is he going to have some hiccups? Absolutely.
Yep. Mr. Reliable.
That guy, I mean, if you just look at the stuff, it's amazing how successful he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mr. Reliable.
He just knows how to pitch.
Yeah.
And the Cubs found a gold mine with him. I kind of wondered if it was a bit of he had a career year last year. But he's just tacking back on.
He's picked up where he left off.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say he's even better this year.
Yeah, well, I think
because he pitched a hell of a game on. Was it Tuesday?
Probably against the Mets.
Yes.
No, he pitched against the Phillies.
Oh, did he?
Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Okay. He had a heck of a start. The offense wasn't behind him until,
Yep.
I mean, the offense kicked up
later on.
He pitched
towards the
Monday.
back half of the game.
It was Monday?
Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
Okay.
He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run.
Yeah, because he had the longest start of a Cubs starter for the year until Amaga. Yep. No. Well, on Tuesday,
Cabrera, yeah.
Amaga did.
Imanaga.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking
Imaga's
wrestling.
like a retired
I was
WWE
thinking
wrestler.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I was just saying.
It's been a long time since I've heard that name.
Yep.
Imaga.
Oh, my goodness.
That's why it was stuck in my head.
So
that's how it floated in my head, I should say.
I get that what I'm about to say is asinine. But I think the Cubs possibly could sweep this series.
Against the Dodgers?
Yes.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome.
If Jameson doesn't get rocked too much.
That's my worry, too, about tomorrow.
But I think that the Cubs offense, and I also am going to predict this, Pete hits 2 home runs in this series.
Maybe against Roki.
Pete's going to hit 2 home runs in this series. Pete gets amped up when they play the Dodgers.
You're usually right about this stuff, so I'm going to have to agree with you.
I mean, I hope you're right.
Just like you were when,
obviously,
they were going to call up Ben Brown for when we're about to play the Brewers in the playoffs.
When they add him to the roster?
Yeah, I was like,
and he looked good in that series.
How did he get that?
He's got the Brewers number for whatever reason. But I do. I think that that's what happens. I'm not definitively saying they're going to sweep. I do think that they're going to win this series 2-1. And I think Pete has the best series of his season so far.
The two people with the best batting average against JMO is Max Muncy, Ohtani, and Tucker.
Shohei Ohtani.
And Tucker.
Kyle Tucker had a good game today. Last I looked, I saw But he has not been doing well up until that at all.
And then everybody else is batting 250. So,
I mean,
Which
it's
is
a
not
big
bad
park.
though. Still,
It's a
Yeah.
big park, which helps JMO because he's a fly ball pitcher. But in the evening, that ball flies out of there
yeah.
too, even though it's a big park. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the good news is our guys are getting hot too, like offensively.
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I would bet the over on this game, big time, for Friday's game specifically. I also like the over on Saturday more because I think we get to Sasaki quite a bit. He's just not pitching well. And he hasn't since he came over, outside of when he went into the bullpen at the end of the season last year. You know what I mean? He pitched well in the bullpen. You would think that maybe they'd get a clue with that, but what do I know? I love the matchup on Sunday, pitching wise. Robleski seems like a guy who could kind of shut us down some. You know what I mean? The way he's been pitching. He's averaging 6 innings a start with a 1.88 ERA. That's pretty damn good. But hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully we get to him like we did Sanchez today, because that guy is excellent. He tied his career high at 12 hits.
Yeah, and
allowed.
everybody has a hiccup, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Cubs are averaging 5.46 runs per game going into this series, not including today. 4th overall, the Dodgers are just ahead of them. 3rd overall at 5.58 runs per game. Both
Who's
teams
number
are
one?
just as close with ERA. The Cubs have a 3.39, which is 4th, while the Dodgers have a 3.41, which is 5th. This should be an excellent series, I think. Even if one team were to sweep another, I think this is going to be 3 really good games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What do you guys expect from anybody specific? Anybody have anything you want to put out there like I did about PCA?
I think Bush has a good series.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Matt?
Honestly, I want to see Amaya come on a little bit.
Yeah, so he's kind of cooled down
Right,
quietly.
right. I'd like to see him come on a little bit more.
Yeah, agree.
And honestly, I think it's, in a weird way, it's a little bit of an anchor. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, because the dude plays catcher as he does, right? But the offense is where sometimes it lags. He can be a little streaky too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's
I would
one more
guess that
person.
he might start on Sunday as a DH too.
There's one more person I want to put in because he's going to start DH both of these games, guarantee it. Moises Ballesteros.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him play too.
Man, he raked 2 doubles today, didn't he? I mean,
He's
raked.
gonna be a stud.
He already is.
I don't care what anybody says.
I am so happy we're going to trade him.
One of those doubles was against a lefty.
A lefty, yep.
Yeah, the last
And
one.
he hit that one
Yep.
even harder.
Yes.
Yep. Because Kingery came in
Mm-hmm.
to run for him.
God, that
Scotty
guy.
Jetpacks.
But they need to
And-
find somebody else.
Right.
I mean, he's worthless outside of pinch running.
Yeah.
Did anybody see
His
the throwing
throw
errors he
from
had the
third?
other day? Yeah.
Yeah. From
He
third. That was
dove
last
over.
night. Right. Oh. Well, I saw the one.
It was terrible. Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he hasn't played third base since 2021. Then why is he playing now?
I don't
Right.
care. You throw the ball the same way.
Is he a major league player or not?
No.
Now,
Well,
if we
but-
had Nick Madrigal still and he was still kind of good at baseball, that would be perfect time to have
I would
Nick
much
and
rather
Matt.
have Nick Madrigal right now.
Now,
Doing
Nick,
in that position and that
Yeah.
taking that roster spot because he can at least play defense.
right. Oh, he's so good at defense.
He's probably not as fast as Kingery. Kingery is
No.
pretty damn fast. I'll give him that.
So I'm guessing Shaw was already benched. He already played,
Yeah.
and that's why.
Shaw started at center today.
I know, that was awesome. He actually did
Yeah.
really well out there.
I like Matt Shaw.
So
You know his average going into the game was over 300.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
he
love
hit
Matt
into
Shaw.
300. I thought he was just hitting 290, and then he rolled over
Oh,
3.
that's what Boog said.
Huh. Book doesn't lie. Book's got
crazy.
his facts straight.
He's crazy.
I like Book Shabby.
Let me see. I was about to say as of the recording, but the Giants. Yeah. So both teams going into this contest, this series, in first place. The Dodgers are in sole first place. Cubs are tied with the Reds. Hopefully we can knock them out of there. And the Padres can take over first again. And then we can knock them out too.
Then we go beat up the Padres.
Yep. Padres are probably the other tied with us as the hottest teams in baseball right now.
Sure.
Because they've been on fire. They've been on fire.
We typically play the Padres fairly well, though.
Yes, agreed.
Same with the Dodgers. Yeah.
We won the season series with the Dodgers last year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The only thing about playing the Padres is that Mason Miller guy, man. I can't stand that dude. And I say that
That's why we
because
gotta
I'm just
score
jealous
early.
as hell that he's not on our team.
Yeah, we just got to score early, and then we should be.
And so we
pretty
don't
good.
have to worry about getting to him, yes.
Yeah, so we don't have
He
to
is
listen
as
to
lights
what?
out as-
Corn?
Any reliever in the game right
I kind of liked it the other night when we kicked Kimbrel's butt a little bit.
now. Well,
I laughed when Seiya hit the homer on Brad Keller
Oh,
as
Brad
much
Keller?
as I hated
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But I still like Brad Keller. I still wish
I have
we
no
had him.
ill will towards Brad Keller, but when
Right.
he's pitching against us, dude, I love Kyle Schwarber. One of my favorite all-time players. I'll forever
Sure.
be mad that the Cubs just non-tendered the guy and just absolutely stupid. But when he was up, every time he was up to bat, F Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, I want him to strike out.
Yep.
Screw you.
Just only when he's against the Cubs. I'll root for
Yep.
him every other time.
Yep.
Anthony Rizzo, one of my all-time favorite Cubs. Probably third for me.
Yeah.
But when he was with the Yankees and played against us, nope.
Sure. Yep.
Can't even be happy if he does something good. Because he did
Right.
against the Cubs. So
Guess how many times Kyle Schwarber has struck out this year?
how many? Quite a bit,
I'm
probably.
sure it's high.
Oh yeah, it's really
It's
high.
always high.
Yeah.
It's always high with Kyle.
It's
That's-
38.
Yeah, it's part of it with him.
Yeah.
Yep.
He walks a ton though.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's weird that they have him in the 2-hole.
He led off Wednesday night.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. He's great though. But
Still amazes me that Bryce Harper's still pretty freaking good.
he's no Mo Baller though.
No, nobody's no Mo Bala. He's going to be rookie of the year if he keeps it up.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah, he'll fucking well, he'll slide right into that.
All right. Anybody else got anything else?
No. I'm down to
Go Cubs
5%.
go!
I'm bleeding.
Did you hear Paisley?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. For Eli and Matt, I'm David. We thank you for watching and listening to Clark and Addison Born City Ivy. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a 5-star review. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Play
and go
that
Cubbies.
song. Play that song.
This is Go Cubs,